Hi, I'm Katie with The Frugal Life. Thanks for following along today. It's time to go grocery shopping. And I just have mixed feelings about grocery shopping now. Now I do have a bit of a confession, and it hurts. So I put in one of my videos about like my goals for the new year that my goal is to spend $600 a month on groceries. And previously I'd had like a $550 grocery budget, and then I had like a $200 budget for Costco, which inevitably included food as well. But I didn't really like combine them. But my goal this year was to have $600 a month, including all food. Not really takeout, but like all food that I buy and prepare for meals at home. And then a much smaller budget for eating out, which is great. I still think that is a great goal, and that's what I'm shooting for. I know it won't happen like immediately from January on. It's going to take some time to get to that point, but I didn't realize how far off I really was. So to get a better idea of where I was in January, I kept every single food receipt. I'm pretty sure, I think I might have missed a couple from my husband running out to get stuff, but I kept the grocery store, like mostly we go to Smith's, Walmart, and Winco. Winco for the weekly groceries, and Walmart and Smith's for, well, Smith's for sale items and Walmart for random things that we forget that are close. So between those and the Costco receipts, I kept everything, and I divided them up in Mint, which is what we use to track our budget. And so you can go in there and split the receipts. So I looked through the receipts and I took out the money for things that were not food items, because that's just a separate category for me. I want to track how much money I'm spending on food this year. So I did, and it wasn't pretty. We spent over $1,000 on food. Actually, it was close to like, I think it was actually just over $1,100 on just food, groceries for our family, for 2 adults, 2 little kids, and a baby. Granted, my little kids waste a lot of food, which drives me crazy, but I still, even with that, my mind was blown. And my kids are picky, and it's really frustrating for me. I'm trying to be patient with them, not trying to make it a worse situation than it already is. But I really don't want to spend that money on groceries. So with my weekly meal plan menus that I make, I'm trying to go for things that are like minimal ingredients, whole food ingredients as much as I can, and knowing that still things for like lunch boxes can be kind of annoying to pay for, but also are things that I know my kids will eat. And I'm really just trying to be more conscious of what I'm buying, not buying too much more, but still also building a stockpile in our kitchen for things, because it does help to get things on sale so that you are spending less money on them for the week that you like actually know you're going to need it. So it's just kind of a fun balance that I'm trying to figure out of how much to spend on things each week versus how much I am spending to stock my kitchen up. Now this coming week, I know we are going to have Mississippi chicken sandwiches, which I'm excited for. I've got a bunch of chicken in the freezer that I got on sale a while ago. I'm also going to be making a pasta recipe that I saw Frugal Fit Mom make a while ago, which we've had before, but it's been a while, so I'm excited to make that one. We'll have a leftovers night, and then we also have a night where I have a work event, and my husband's invited to come with me to this banquet dinner. So we're going to have babysitters come, and then the kids will just kind of eat stuff around the house, like frozen chicken nuggets, or if they want a quesadilla or nachos or something like that. So we've got 2 nights of just eating what's around the house, and then Friday nights are pizza night always. And so we don't have a ton of meals to make, but there are some things that I need to buy to stock up on. So I'm going to head to Winco and hopefully find a lot of good deals. I will say that is the bummer about Winco, is that they don't advertise their deals very often. Every once in a while you'll get a mailer for that week, but that's really rare. However, I do find that overall, it's always cheaper for me to go there than to Walmart, because Walmart's just more expensive. There are a few things that I know to get at other stores rather than Winco. So I typically plan for that. But most produce is always cheaper at Winco. Canned goods are pretty much always cheaper at Winco if you're not particular to like name brands. If you're good with generic, Winco is cheaper than Great Value almost every time. So I do wish that they could advertise sales, but I also know that's part of their structure and how they're able to get cheap prices is they spend less money on things like people to bag your groceries or mailers and different advertisement things. So it is what it is, and I love Winco. Oh, Winco, don't mind if I do. Not too bad for winter tomatoes. Also not bad for winter prices for these cucumbers. And all these pretty peppers are such a good price right now. I don't particularly like pears, but my kids love them and the baby loves them too. So this is a great price. Onions are okay, but I miss the 60 cents a pound. These dressings are more expensive, but they are so good. I also miss when these bags were like $1.98, but what can you do? 100% it's cheaper to buy kale and chop it up, but I 100% also forget to do that and then waste my money. And these 2-pound bags of carrots don't seem to really have much of a change in their price. Man, I love the bulk section. It's so good. There's so many different kinds of nuts you can get, and we are on a pistachio kick at my house. And maybe one day Hippies will sell a big bag of my kids' favorite, these delicious barbecue ones. Also, per ounce, these little olives are so much more expensive than these bigger cans, so buy the big ones. And these salsas that we buy aren't too much more expensive than they used to be. And canned beans are about 13 cents more than they used to be. Still not as bad as other stores, though. I'm not getting these because, hello. But did you guys know that butter beans are just giant lima beans? I had no idea, and I feel like I have been bamboozled because lima beans are disgusting. Butter beans are pretty good. So I feel cheated. Also, will your kids eat SpaghettiOs? I remember growing up thinking SpaghettiOs and the canned spaghetti was amazing. And my kids hate it, will not eat it. And sometimes it would just be nice. Sometimes I just want to be really lazy. And I can't be lazy sometimes because my kids are too picky to let me be lazy. Boo expensive cheese. At under $3 a piece, I did stock up on the turkey sausage. I got 6 of them, which I feel pretty good about. Also grabbed the Lactaid for my son and then just regular skim milk for the rest of us. Got some cheeses, which is great. A couple Chobani flips for kids' lunches, some pepperoni for pizza night, and the best dressing in the world. Ended up getting the salt and pepper pistachios for us and just the regular salted for the kids. Desitin for my baby's little butt because it's got a rash and didn't want to go to Walmart. Got some salsa and some lemon juice, which we just needed, and got a couple things of refried beans and tomato sauce and black beans to stock up on, and grabbed 2 of the Hippies barbecue things for my kids because they love them, and some hamburger buns for our Mississippi chicken this week. Did end up buying 1 bag of spinach and the kale. Okay, I know it's more expensive to buy it this way, but if I don't buy it this way and I buy it regular, I'm going to forget to chop it up, and I really like having the kale with my breakfast, and it's really good for me. I also got some carrots and a couple cucumbers, some apples for the kids, as well as tomatoes for a couple recipes, and peppers that were on sale, and the pears that my kids love to eat. Okay, groceries are finally put away. I've got the receipt. So the receipt's not even very long, and that all cost $98.33. I will say though, most of the stuff I got was well priced. I think the thing that cost the most was where'd you go? Cheese. Cheese is always like $7, unless I can get it on sale at Kroger, which I check every week to see if they've got a cheese sale, because then I go buy it there because Kroger, well, Smith's, Kroger, they have awesome cheese deals, and it's usually like every other week or every couple weeks, something like that. I also spent a lot on, which one was it? Lactaid. That was super annoying. They didn't have their name or their store brand for the lactose-free milk, and my baby needs lactose-free milk. Hopefully he'll grow out of it, but for now, he needs lactose-free milk. And then obviously I bought 6 things of sausage that I was not planning on buying, but that's like our preferred meat in this house. Like my kids don't really like eating chicken. They don't like eating just meat in general, but they do like sausage or the turkey kielbasa. So I bought that, and that was an awesome deal. That stuff's not like super cheap. So I was very thrilled to get it at such a good price. So I bought 6 of them, and they're going to be stocked up there. Oh, and then buying the Desitin there. I just didn't want to take the time to go to Walmart to buy Desitin, and my kid had a rash. So frustrating to have to spend so much there, but I also didn't have to go out more and be away from my family more. So again, $98.33. It is under $100. That's the goal for me, is to be out of there under $100 a week, because then that still gives us time or space in the budget for Costco stuff. So it still hurts that we used to be able to go to Winco and buy, twice as much groceries almost for this price. But I'm learning to feel better about getting out of Winco under $100 or right at $100, because that's just where we're at right now. And there's not really much I can do about the cost of food. But I can be smart about it, and I can plan ahead well, and I can buy things that I will use later when they're on a good sale, so that I'm spending less money overall. And I'm excited to see over this year how well I do with our budget, because it's tricky. But I think we can do it. And hopefully along the way, I'll help my picky eaters to grow in their food willingness. But thanks again for watching. I appreciate your support. Make sure that you like this video and subscribe so that you can be alerted when you see new grocery hauls come through, or the other videos showing how we are seeking to live a more frugal life. Thanks, have a good one.
And another thing!
You can see we planned ahead and bought our kids' Valentines already. Man, that's getting to be pricey. So you got 3 kids. Only 2 of them are in school, but all 3 are in daycare. So we're having to buy the Valentines for school and for their daycare classes. Kind of feeling a little ripped off here.